Good evening. I'm here, Patricia da Silva, to talk about Bogo, Brazil. Woohoo! Bogo, Brazil. First Bogo in the history of Brazil. I'm so excited. You know, the market has opened a couple months ago, and we are just now having our first Bogo. I cannot believe it myself. Hey, Melissa's Lemay. Let's bogo with me. So let's go. If you don't know what is bogo, hey, just got all fans up for this, I took lots of rosemary. I'm so glad rosemary is on the bogo and lavender too. So bogo time. This is the first day of the bogo. We're gonna have 5 days of bogo. Okay, I'm streaming live here from Instagram and from Facebook in case I look it all the way so you guys don't think I'm crazy. But I'm so grateful that they 1 hour ahead of us, so we're able to do this right now, so you guys can have all day to think about if you're gonna get this bogo or not. But of course, we cannot wait until the end of the day because bogos sometimes can go over so like by midday, so we want to snag as much as we want to before it's done. So let's go on and talk about the first oil that you actually get. Buy lavender and you're gonna get rosemary for free. Lavender, get rosemary. Lavender, get rosemary. Both oils are amazing, and I'm like suspicious to talk about lavender because it's my girl. I use lavender daily. It's one of the most oils. Lavender and On Guard is the oils that I use the most in my house, and I actually used to clean my floor. Yes, my floor is so fancy. I got used to lavender and lemon to clean my floor, and it just smells amazing. And now with it's summertime, if you get eat by bugs. Now, if you get bit by bugs, lavender is amazing for bug bites. You can just apply direct on the bug bite and bye bye. My son, he has a lot of problems with the bug bites. Of course, sometimes if he forget to put the repellent on his face, and then he gets some really crazy bug bites, and then we use lavender and it's amazing. Also really good for burns, cuts. If you ever burn yourself in the kitchen, of course, if it's not like a 3rd-degree burn, we can use some lavender, and it's just all you need. I also like to take lavender with me with the diaper bag when I take my babies to get the shots, vaccine. Little babies get, oh my god, they always get tons of shots. So I always get lavender dilute with the fractionated coconut oil. As soon as the nurse finish giving them the vaccines, I apply the lavender around the area, and no cry baby. So lavender also is known as a very good antihistaminic. So if you are sensitive to the weather, if you have a seasonal discomfort, lavender is going to be a great oil to use it. I've been using lavender with my son daily since he started having cases of croup, and the doctor told me to use some antihistamine medication. I say, no, we're gonna use some lavender, and that's what I've been doing since then. I think he haven't croup for over 2 years. So I just apply behind his ears, dilute, of course, for kids, and then it just helps him. Like as soon as I see he has a runny nose, I apply lavender in, and then he's cool for school, so no more sick kids in the house. Also, it's very good. Let me check it here. Analgesic. So instead, sometimes you don't want to use peppermint with kids. You can definitely use lavender with the kids if they feeling a little warm. So usually after the babies have shots, they get a little warm. Bye. So that's right. So when the kids get a little warm, and then you don't want to, sometimes people are afraid to use peppermint. It's totally fine to use peppermint. If you're not comfortable with peppermint, then you can use lavender. It's a really amazing analgesic, and it's really soothing, and it helps you slow your body temperature. You can just apply it behind your neck where is your body thermostat, and it helps with that. Also very calming. You can very know for the calming properties that lavender has for anxious, if you're feeling anxious feelings, and also really good for sunburns, scars, one arms, and like I say, high fever, seasonal discomfort. What else can I say? Also really good for pink eye. If you ever have a pink eye, I actually have a case of pink eye in my family. When Billy was the one who just first started with the Terra, Billy started using came home with a pink eye, and I did